Turning our attention now to the ASX, here's Matt Birney and Bulls and Bears with the latest public company views and interviews.
Welcome to Bulls and Bears, where we break down the latest ASX announcements from public companies that are doing interesting things. Today's Bulls and Bears report is brought to you by ADX Energy, ASX code ADX. I'm Matt Birney and I'm joined now on 6PR by the Executive Chairman of ADX Energy, Tchacos. Hi Ian, how are you going?
Very well, thanks, Matt.
ADX Energy is a European-focused oil and gas company with a suite of assets in Austria, Romania and Italy. Its main operating hub is in Vienna, in Austria, where it has managed to achieve oil and gas production from its Gaiselberg and Zisterdorf fields. The company has recently moved to enter into the hydrogen and green energy storage business, making use of its existing assets at Zisterdorf and Gaiselberg. Ian, hydrogen seems to be a bit of a catch cry in the clean energy sector right now. I see you've entered into an agreement with an outfit known as Horvath and Partners. Who are they and what are the key terms of that agreement?
Yeah, Horvath's a large German consultancy who've had extensive experience in renewable projects, over 25 years of experience. So they've got a lot of partnership experience, got a lot of experience in sourcing funding and project formation.
Okay, and what makes your Gaiselberg and Zisterdorf field amenable for the storage of hydrogen, and where will the hydrogen come from?
Well, we're located in the heart of Europe. We've got great infrastructure in terms of pipelines to be able to ship hydrogen around along with methane. But most importantly, the biggest wind farms in Austria are located right next to our fields. And the Austrian government is planning to significantly increase green power from wind. That power can be used to create hydrogen. And then when you create the hydrogen, the most important thing is to have somewhere to store it. One of the best places to store it is underground because you don't have a big environmental impact. And then you can use the hydrogen at any time to either generate electricity or as a transport fuel.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the plan is to store hydrogen in your old depleted oil and gas wells. Is that right? And if that is right, do you have wells that are depleted now? I mean, can it happen soon?
Yes, it could happen immediately. What we've got is a field with multiple reservoirs. Some of those reservoirs have been depleted. They could be used immediately for storage of hydrogen. And what's really useful for us is by storing hydrogen and producing at the same time, then we can also extend the life of our oil and gas project.
I know the European Union has set aside a lot of funding for green energy and carbon reduction initiatives. Can you get your hands on any of that money?
Yeah, that's certainly our intention, and that's one of the reasons we brought Horvath on board with us. They've got a lot of experience. There's about 150 billion euros that the EU want to deploy in the next 5 years, and we think underground storage of hydrogen is an ideal place for it.
Tchacos from ADX Energy, thanks very much for joining me on 6PR today. And remember, Bulls and Bears is only here to give you information, not advice, which you should of course seek independently. I'm Matt Birney. Thanks for listening to Bulls and Bears.
For more public company CEO interviews, go to the Money page at 6pr.com.au and click the Public Companies tab.